The WWE Universe was rocked by an explosive turn of events no one could have predicted. The night began with tension simmering between four of the biggest names in the industry, but it escalated into full-blown chaos as Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker unleashed a calculated and merciless beatdown on Jey Uso and CM Punk, shaking the entire WWE landscape. CM Punk, still fresh off his controversial return, had been stoking fires week after week, making enemies quickly, especially with the dangerous duo of Rollins and Breaker. Rollins, always the strategist and manipulator, had joined forces with Breaker, a freakishly strong force of nature who's been mowing down competitors without hesitation. Together, they forged an alliance built on brutality, dominance, and cold precision. Jey Uso, caught in the middle while trying to keep the peace and uphold fairness, was quickly marked as a target. The moment the match began, you could sense something ominous in the air. Rollins walked to the ring with his infamous smirk, exuding confidence, while Breaker followed like a storm about to hit. Punk and Uso appeared confident, but the second the bell rang, the ambush commenced. Rollins distracted the referee while Breaker unleashed his rage, flinging Punk across the ring like a ragdoll. Punk tried using his technical prowess, but Breaker's raw strength overwhelmed him. Jey tried to help, but Rollins cut him down with vicious stomps, turning the match into a ruthless one-sided massacre. Their objective wasn't to win, it was to send a message to every locker room door backstage. As fans watched in disbelief, their boos slowly faded into stunned silence. Jey Uso, a hero of the Bloodline saga, was being dismantled, and CM Punk, once the voice of rebellion, was broken and helpless. Rollins mocked Punk, calling him out as a crybaby before Breaker delivered a devastating powerbomb that seemed to shake the arena. Officials tried to intervene, but the carnage continued as Rollins and Breaker shoved security aside and continued the assault, hell-bent on asserting dominance. But just when it looked like Punk and Uso would be left in ruins, the lights flickered and a new entrance theme blared across the arena. The crowd erupted as OTC charged to the ring with raw fury, spearing Breaker with incredible force and leveling Rollins with a clothesline that turned the tide. With the crowd on their feet, the atmosphere flipped. OTC's arrival changed everything. Punk and Uso were battered, but they weren't alone anymore. And this moment may have marked the beginning of something much bigger, a new chapter in WWE's ongoing saga. While fans tried to catch their breath, many began reflecting on legendary title reigns throughout WWE history. The likes of Kurt Angle, Big E, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, John Cena, AJ Styles, and more have held reigns ranging from brief bursts of glory to era-defining stretches. Angle held the title for 105 days, Big E for 110, and Triple H's cerebral domination lasted 118 days, matched by Lesnar in one of his brutal runs. The Rock brought excitement with a 119-day reign, and Angle returned to top himself with 126. Cena held the title for 133 days twice, joined by legends like The Undertaker and Bret Hart. AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels each notched 140 days, Randy Orton surpassed that with 149, and The Miz shocked fans with a 160-day reign. Orton came back with a 161-day reign while Jinder Mahal surprised the world with 170 days. Bret Hart climbed to 174, Stone Cold hit 175, and Kofi Kingston's inspiring run reached 180. Lesnar returned with 184, Lashley added intensity with 195, while Orton and McIntyre both reached 203. Triple H reclaimed the top spot with 210 days, then Seth Rollins etched his name into greatness with a 221-day reign, marked by elite performances and unmatched charisma. Lesnar returned once more with 223, Shawn Michaels peaked at 231, and both Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan crafted 248-day reigns. Cena and JBL each dominated for 280 days, joined by legends like Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior who reigned for 293 days. These reigns were defined not just by talent, but by heart, durability, and the relentless drive to be the best night after night. Amidst the echoes of legends, Rollins growled at Punk with venom, "You want me to suffer, you want me to feel pain. I hope you meant it, because pain is coming." He introduced Breaker as the future, the one who would tear Punk's legacy apart. When their music hit, everything changed. The game was no longer about words, it was about survival. Breaker burst forth like a wrecking ball, and with one brutal spear, he silenced any doubts. Jey Uso tried to stop it, but the beating had already begun. The WWE Universe now stands at the edge of a new era. Will this be the start of another iconic title reign, forged by Rollins and Breaker's destruction? Or will resistance rise in the form of Punk, USO, and the surging force that is OTC? One thing is certain, the war has just begun and the road ahead promises unrelenting chaos.